Well, good morning. I'm William Lee, and this is Outdoor Destinations. Today we're at Granite Pointe Golf Course right in Nelson, British Columbia. So we're going to start off here on hole number 1. Today, again, of course, I'll be shooting from the whites. About 250 yards to go. If we take a look, this looks like an uphill climb here. So it's got fairway pretty much all the way uphill. I've got a bunker there on the left. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. This is our first time here, kind of a spur of the moment trip, so you're going to learn as we do today. Okay, so we're about middle of fairway here. You can see there's the tee boxes there. There's our flag right there behind us. Got that hazard there on my left. So one thing I noticed about this fairway is there's not really a flat piece of ground on it. It's kind of hilly, so you'll be lucky to get a good lie. So here we are. This is the green, top of hole 1 here at Granite Pointe. And you can see, wow, what a really good view up here. It's going to be a really good day. We're up here in the mountains. One thing that's different about the U.S. courses and Canadian courses, there's not a lot of houses around here. One thing I noticed about golfing in the States is they're just loaded with houses. So, yeah, here we go. Kind of a smaller green. Looks pretty flat. Got the pin towards the back of it. There's my ball there. I'm just going to try to chip it over and put it in for par. Okay, hole number 2 here at Granite Pointe. It's kind of a long one. It's par 4. Hitting from the whites, 406. It's downhill. We'll go ahead and move over here. We can check it out. Elevated tee boxes. There's the white tees I'll be hitting from. There's some people down there on the green. Looks like they got a plateau on the right-hand side with a couple rocks in it. You can see the pins going down, the 100 markers down there on the left in between that rock and that tree. So I'm thinking you got to either clear that bump with the rocks to get yourself a good hit and a good lie, or try to just thread the needle there on the left. Okay, so here we are just about middle of fairway at hole number 2 here at Granite Pointe. So yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, because you can see the fairways are challenging. Yeah, there's not a lot of flat spots, so like I said, your lie is going to be a good shot, hon. Can be kind of difficult. We're aiming right over that rock there. Our green's on the other side of that. Alright, well, here's the green at hole number 2 at Granite Pointe. Nice and flat. Got a sand trap behind the green, so if you overhit, you're going to have to dig digging out of the sand. I got lucky. I'm right on the edge over there. But looking back up, there's the tee boxes there, where you can see those concrete blocks, or that concrete wall up there. Yeah, way up there. So we got people waiting for us. I'm going to go ahead and put this in and head over to the next hole. Alright, hole number 3 here at Granite Pointe. Hitting from the whites here is a 421. Right now we're standing way back at the blacks, or blues I guess. The markers are black. So anyway, we look up the fairway. It's an uphill climb. Looks like it goes up, and we're going to veer off there to the left. White pins are way up there, so that's where I'll be hitting from. Okay, so here we are about the middle of the fairway, hole number 3. Right down there are the tee boxes that we hit from. Right at the end of that cart path is where the white tees are. And then coming on back, this is right about the 200-yard marker there. I'm just a little bit behind it. And then up on top of that hill is our green. Right there, got a blue flag, so the pin's towards the back of the green there. Okay, here we are on the green on number 3 at Granite Pointe. Smaller green, got a backstop here, so if you hit a little hard chipping it up from the hill, then you're either getting lost in the rocks, or you can bounce off and get close like I did. And it's all the way at the top of this hill. And there's our fairway we came from. All right, hole number 4 here. It's a par 4. Hitting from the whites is 334. We got an elevated tee box, and man, this thing just kind of drops down there. So it looks like if you get a pretty decent hit, you can get into some flat fairway there. Looks like we may have some hazards over there. Step up here a little bit closer. Right there next to the cart path looks like a rock hazard on the right, and then maybe a boulder or some granite exposed there on the left there by that big tree. So this is the first time in Canada I've actually seen houses that where you have the potential to hit in the house. Hopefully we'll get close enough, we'll chip it onto the green and not hit it too hard and hit those condos. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good course, pretty straightforward. I think your best bet here is probably to try to get to the left, because it looks like everything's gonna, get to the right, because it looks like everything's gonna kick down to the left. Okay, so here we are about the middle of fairway. So the hazards here look like they're big old hunks of granite sticking out of the ground. So if you hit one of those, your ball can just pretty much go anywhere. There's a green we're aiming for right up there. Again, blue flag, so we're going for the back of the green. Try not to hit the house. And right up over there is the tee box where we came from. See you on the green. Alright, well here's the green for number 4. First thing I noticed is kind of shaped like a peanut. Not a lot of contour. It kind of slopes towards the back, towards the flag. Over here on the right hand side we got a sand bunker. And then towards the back of the green, by the way, these greens are really fast. We're getting a lot of roll today. So if you go over the green here, you're kind of going down that little hill there where Sis is. Alright, so hole number 5. This is a par 5. I got 442 from the white tees. It's right up this way. Let's take a look. So the fairway is a little skinny. I'm thinking your best bet is the left-hand side there, because it looks like we got a lot of rough over on the right. Of course, you want to avoid the cart path. Right up around the bend there at the cart path, just before that's the 200-yard marker. I'm thinking that's probably your best target. If you hit it a little further than that, you can see how the hillside slopes there, and you'd have a pretty tough lie. So maybe in between the 200 and the 100-yard markers, probably your best spot to aim for. Alright, so here we are about the middle of fairway, hole number 5. As you can see, the approach up to the flag looks kind of skinny from where we're at. There's our green right back there. Got the white pin, so hole should be about the middle of the green. But zooming back out, you can see the hillside here on our left, and then a drop off there on the right. So at the 200-yard marker, looking downhill, and you can see where we came from, right about where that house is, that little shack. There's our white tees there. Okay, so here's the green on number 5. That's pretty good, about medium size. Pin sitting there in the middle. Walking down the steps from the hill to get there. Looks like there's a little sand trap in the back. And there's the fairway, which we came. So yeah, the approach is really skinny. It's quite a challenge. Again, accuracy more than distance is important on this hole. Okay, so here we are, hole number 6. It's a par 3. I think this is the first par 3 we've encountered here at Granite Pointe. So I'll be hitting from the whites. It's 191. Looks like we got a fairway. I don't know what this is. We'll check it out when we get there. I don't know if this is hazard, but it looks like it's the green is surrounded by bunkers on the back and to the left. So go ahead and get to the tee box, give you a shot from there, and then one off the green. Okay, well the sign says 191, but that looks a lot closer than that. I'm gonna go ahead and scope and see exactly what it is. So you can see it's a drop. You know, we're on an elevated tee box and the green's right down there below us. Looks really clean, a lot of room, nice flat green. Let's see what it actually is from the white tees. I get 122. So yeah, with the drop like that, I'm probably just gonna try to nail with my pitching wedge. Alright, so here we are, number 6 green. Oh, it's really well manicured. Here's that sand trap that's on the other side, and it's way down there. I'm glad I didn't end up in that, because that would be quite a challenge to get out. Someone has, and looks like they raked up their marks. So anyway, we both had pretty good drives. We're on the green. A little ways to go. Oh, there's the other sand trap here on the right-hand side. And yeah, both of them are just pitted down there. So good luck if you make it in there. And right up there, that little rock cropping, that's where our tee box was. Yep, right above that rock wall there.
Okay, I am walking. This course is kind of cool because there's a walker's path that's different than if you're driving a cart. So it says walkers go this way to number 7. So I'm going to walk across this little bridge to number 7. And it has a little creek running through it that's really cute. And it's just really beautiful. So here's the water. It's a stream coming all the way down to the bridge. It's really cool. And then it goes out on this side. Right under the bridge there. Super beautiful. All right, and then it's going to bring me out right over here to number 7. And that's really cool. There's a lot of people who walk here, and I think I know why now. It's really beautiful.
All right, here we're at hole number 7. It's par 4. From the whites, I'll be hitting 270, although I'm going to check that on my scope. Man, let's turn around and look, because this is a really good-looking hole. So you can see, once again, there's a lot of elevation on this course that we found so far in the front 9. So you're either a high tee box or you're hitting uphill, but you're definitely a mountainous course. So looking down, there's the white tees just there below me. You've got a big granite rock there on your left-hand side, and it's a pretty sizable sand trap on your right. And then above that, you got more rocks. I've yet to hit a rock, but man, you hit a rock, you don't know where the ball is going to go. Looks like the best bet on this one is to maybe kind of do a little, well, if you can drive the green, hit the green. But I found today, if you're going to drive and hit the green, your ball is probably just going to travel and keep on going. All right, so here we are, middle of fairway, hole number 7. So there's our green right there. It's well protected. It's got granite rocks all around it and just sand everywhere. The fairway's pretty flat. Up there you can't see where our tee boxes were because we've dropped down in elevation. I've got that little hill there in front of me. But you know, the first couple holes I was thinking, wow, the fairways are like the ocean. You know, it's just bumps everywhere. But it seems to be mellowing out. But this so far, hole number 7 at Granite Pointe's my favorite one here. It's really pretty. You're just kind of set back in nature, and yeah, it's just well manicured, and it just looks awesome. All right, so here we are, the green, number 7. Yeah, this one's pretty nice. It's got a big old hill here, a ridge, I guess, going through the middle of it. So yeah, if you're on this side where I am, you're gonna have to make it over that ridge and then back over to the pin. All right, so we're at hole number 8. This is a really short par 3. Yeah, it says 142, but there's no way. No way. That's 120 is what I'm thinking. Anyway, let's take a look at it. So right down here is our white tees. That's where I'll be hitting from. Looking at the green from here, the left-hand side, we got a sand bunker there. You also have one on the high right. Just looking at the green from here, it looks like it's pretty hilly. You know, it's got a lot of pitch to it, a lot of ridges, and anyway, it's a red flag. I'm going to try to hit it real close to the front, or maybe just off on the right-hand side, and try to get down there. If you're really skilled and can pinpoint it, your best bet on this with pin location is to hit it short left and try to putt uphill. I just found these greens are really, really fast. So I'm trying to avoid the downhill putt because they just keep on going. Okay, so here we are on the green at number 8. Here's the sand trap over here to the right. There's the one that was over to the left. So Yeah, it looks like a pretty challenging green. Pin location's a little tough today. It's right there towards the front. So if you hit short, you need it to stop. And we're finding that difficult to do today just with the fast greens. Really cool about this hole, this big old rock sitting back here at the back of it. I guess they call it Granite Pointe for a reason. Okay, so here we are, number 9. Again, it's par 4. I'm hitting 295 off the white tees. So just look at the map here, and you really can't see it when you go and take a look. We will. We'll show you the video. But it's really narrow in here. I mean, super narrow. And then you really can't see this area here. I don't know what this is, but looks like you need to there's a 100-yard marker there, and then the green, I think, is elevated up there onto the right. Okay, so I'm standing at the white tees. Here's our fairway. So my target is going to be over there at the 100-yard marker. You see the guy mowing the lawn? I'm going to try not to hit him. They don't appreciate that, and they usually chop your ball to shreds. But I think if I can get over into that area there, then my green is, it looks like it's up on a hill on the right-hand side. Okay, so here we are about the middle of fairway, number 9. There's the green up there. Looks like it's really elevated. Got a big old granite rock there on the right-hand side. Right back over there are tee boxes where we came from. So definitely dog leg right. Pretty challenging. We got to climb that mountain. So yeah, here we are atop the green, number 9. It's pretty challenging. It's not that big a green. If you overshoot, you got a sand trap here on the back edge, and then just jungle all the way around it. That rock there is... I
found it.
Oh, awesome. Oh, good job. That's not bad. Yeah, so looking down off the green, there's our fairway, there's our pin markers, there's the guy we didn't hit with the ball. And yeah, this was a challenging number 9. Okay, here we are, hole number 10 at Granite Pointe. It's a par 4. From the whites, I'll be hitting 334. Looks like it's going to dog leg off to our right here. So we'll go down over and take a look from the tee box and see what we can see. So looking from the white tees, again, I said this before, I'll say it again, they don't call it Granite Pointe for nothing. There's a lot of granite rock just sticking up all over the course. There's one there on our course in front of us. There's one there behind us, they're just kind of randomly placed all over. So of course, you want to avoid those. Looking off your drive, we got a sand trap over here on your right-hand side. You can kind of barely see it over there. I don't want a closer view than this. I'll try to stay out of that. So my strategy is just kind of aim for the 150 marker and just try to get a little bit past that so I can get a good shot over to the green. All right, here we are about the middle of the fairway. So if we look back behind us, there's our tee boxes there. You can see them. Yeah, you can see the 2 white tees there, just right where that cart path kind of ends when you can't see it anymore where the grass is. So it's a right-hand turn, dog leg right. We got our blue flag set right up over there. It's slightly elevated green. Fairway's a little flatter in this spot, but you can see they still kind of keep those little knolls going. So you want to make sure you at least get up to the approach. You're going to have a bad lie. Okay, so here we are approaching the green on number 10. So we got a sand trap here on the right. We got one there on the left. And the greens, it's got a couple pitches to it. Looks like there's a ridge on the right and the left about the mid green. Pin set towards the back. If you overshoot the green, you got a little bit of a backstop there, but if you really overshoot it, looks like you're in the street. Okay, so hole number 11, it's a par 4. Going for 435 from the whites. Let's take a look on down. So, just as earlier in the video I said there's not a lot of houses along the courses in Canada. Here we go with a couple houses along the course. But what they did, they're pretty smart. They got telephone poles and a giant safety net. So if you're bound or prone to hitting it left, you should catch the net and keep you in play. Also, I see a sign up here that says narrow fairway. So it looks like it gets pretty skinny. When we get back over towards the whites, we'll take a shot and see what we can see from down below. Okay, so we're standing here with the white tees. It does look like a pretty narrow fairway. We can't see oh, I do see the flag. It's way down there. It looks like a red stick. It's through those trees there. So it looks like we want to go straight and then veer off to the right when we get down to the bottom. Once again here, elevated tee box. So should get some pretty good distance. Just looks like a nice straight shot. It's a pretty narrow fairway. Okay, so here we are about the middle of fairway on number 11. So yeah, I got decreased elevation from where I'm at. Scope says I'm about 218 to the flag. If you look behind us, right up just before those apartments there is where our tee box was. A pretty good drive, about 200 yards. Got a little bit left to go. I'm going to try my 5, just because I think I'm going to get more distance with that drop. Also, looking down in there, it looks like we got a creek going right in front of the green. Hazard on the right, big old fat sand trap, and then another one past the reeds there, which I'm assuming is water, over there on the left-hand side. All right, so here we are on the green for number 11. Pretty good size green, kind of slopes from the back down to the front. Got a sand trap here on the left-hand side, and there's another big one over there on the right. Here's the water hazard we were looking at from above. Oh, and there is Mama Duck with a bunch of babies. There you go. Okay, here's hole number 12. It's 185 from the whites. It kind of veers off to the left just a little bit. Best shot here from the white tees is try to get over the geese, get to the 100 marker, and it looks like you have a really straight shot up to the green. Again, elevated green. Not a lot of flat surfaces here. Most of the fairways, either the tee box or the green, one of them's up, one of them's down. But it's challenging. It's fun. You know, you don't want everything just flat all the time, or what's the point? Okay, here we are, middle of fairway number 12. So right back there, there's the tee boxes, there's the white tees, there's our 150 marker right here close to us. Sis had a really good second shot. She's just before 100, and my drive ended up right over here, right hand side of the fairway. So our tee box, or our green, sorry, is again, it's elevated, so this is an uphill. White flags should be centered towards the middle. From this vantage point, we don't see any sand traps or anything like that, so yeah, just a good nice shot towards the middle of that green. Should be able to put it right into the hole. Okay, so here we are looking at the green on number 12. So you can't see this from below, but there is a pretty big sand trap here on the right hand side of the green. Green's looking like it's sloping from the back down to the front. The approach on it's got a pretty good pitch to it. I did make the green, didn't get up over the little hump there, and so I rolled back down into the second cut. Here, let's check out Sis on her attempt. Ooh, nice. Awesome shot. Good shot, hon. Okay, here we are at number 13. This is a par 3. Sign says 158, but I just did the scope on the flag, and it's 168. So we take a look over here again. It's a little bit of an elevated green up there. Looks like we got sand trap on the right and the left, but you can't see that from down here. Okay, so here we are on the green for 13. It's pretty big. Pin, yeah, like I thought, was back there in the back. There's one little sand trap way far in the back, left-hand side. But yeah, there's a lot of green here to work with. If you don't make it, and just kind of hit the lip, it ends up rolling back down into the approach. And right down there, those are the tee boxes that we started at. So yeah, it's pretty good par 3. All right, hole number 14. This one's a par 4 from the whites. I'll be shooting at 328. So this one, we'll go and get some video over from the white tees, but this definitely veers off over to the right. It looks like halfway down the fairway here, we got a sand trap on the right-hand side, and then it looks like our green is going to be surrounded by hazards. Sand trap on the left, sand trap in the back, and then looks like just some bush hazard over here on the right-hand side. We'll get a shot of the middle of the fairway, and then another one of the green. All right, so here's the view from hole number 14. Yeah, it definitely goes off there to the left-hand side. You can see right over there is the rock cropping. Kind of want to watch out for those. Sis is going up to the red tees where she likes to tee off from. Right hand side, we got some sand bunkers right over there, and then a drop off here on the right hand side. So I'd say a left hand shot here from the white tees is probably your best bet. All right, so here we are about the middle of the fairway on 14. There's our flag right there. Once again, it's up on elevated. And here's our 150 marker. And there's our tee boxes back there where we started from. There's the white tees. Okay, so here we up on the green on 14. All right, sis, you made the green. So sand trap down there on the right hand side. Really big spacious green here. Got another one over here on the left. Got some knolls, got a ridge here in the middle, so the pin location was in the front, so if you went a little too far back it'd be a downhill putt, and then the approach of course runs downhill from there. Okay, here we are on number 15. It's a par 4 going 348 from the white tees. Well, if we can see the flag, we'll check. No, we're not going to see the flag. This thing dog legs way off to the right, totally turns the corner. So looking, we got a hazard on the left. Looks like this is about our best landing spot here. Once we get around here, we'll get another video and kind of show you both ways. Looks like we got a difficult green coming up. Okay, so here we are about the middle of the fairway. This thing, yeah, like I said, really turns off to the right hand side. There's our green there. It's a little bit downhill from here. There's a granite outcropping in front of us, and then there's sand all the way around it. We'll get a better shot of that when we get to it. But yeah, unless you got a really powerful slice or can get over these tall trees here, your best bet is to just lay up short and then aim for the green from here. All right, so here we are on the green of 15. It's pretty spacious. We do have a hazard here on the right hand side with a big hill to get up on if you hit it down on the right. Over here on the left, just a couple little pot bunkers. See if we can get over to them. There we go. So yeah, I got a little bit of sand here, another one over there, and then a third one right back there. All right, number 16 here, so par 3, 124 from the white tees. Now let's take a look out here. We got water hazard off to the left-hand side, and then the whole right side of that green slopes down big time. Also, I think on the right-hand side there, we can't see it. It's just over by that tree is a sand bunker. Blue flag, pins in the back, and everything looks like it's sloping there from the left down to the right. All right, so here we are on 17. This is a par 5. It looks like 441 yards to get over to the green. As you can see, this is probably the bird's favorite sign. So I just sit here and use the restroom. Looks like the best bet here. It's pretty straightforward. Going to hit off of the white tees here, middle of the fairway, try to get over there in between the 200, 100 markers, and it looks like it's a little bit of an uphill climb. Okay, so here we are about middle of fairway on hole number 17. Again, it's an uphill climb to get to the flag. Red pin means it's kind of close to the front edge of the green. Looks like we got some trouble on the right hand side. I don't know if those are sand traps or just little hills there, but try to hit on the left hand side. Looks a little bit more clean. Okay, so here we are approaching the green on 17. So we're on the right hand side. Yep, there's a pretty good sand trap there, and just look at the banks trying to get out of those up onto the green. Quite the challenge. Another little pot bunker here, right hand side just before the green. So the green, that's a pretty good size. Let's say medium. It's got a lot of contour to it, so yeah, depending on pin location, difficulty of the putt. Right now it's in a pretty good flat spot, so I'm going to try to putt this one in for my par. Okay, here we are on 18. It's another par 5. This is our grand finale. This is a big time dog leg to the right. I'd call that more like an elbow. So let's take a look. So we got a group in front of us here, and it looks like they're right about at the turn. I'd say right where that cart that's not moving is where your target area, where you want to land. And then it looks like it's going to start heading downhill. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is because we climbed uphill to get to this spot. So I think, yeah, I'm going to hit from the whites. I'm probably going to use my 3-wood and just try to get out to the edge of that willow tree there, just beyond it, and we should have a good look at the green from there. We'll take a shot middle fairway. All right, so here we are about middle fairway on hole number 18. Right back over there, let's see there, about where that white sign is sticking up. Just in front of those is the, where you tee off from, the tee boxes. And we are 200 yards away from the pin. So this thing makes a serious right-hand turn. And it's right down there. You finish up right next down to the clubhouse. There's the folks in front of us just putting on the green. So you're definitely on display when you're finishing up at Granite Pointe. Okay, so here we are on the green on 18. Definitely kind of close to the clubhouse. And it's sunken down from the fairway. Actually, we couldn't see the flag and weren't really quite sure where to hit it until we drove up to the edge and was able to take a look. Pretty flat, pretty small. You got to be accurate, and you got a hazard here on your right-hand side. Okay, well, there's 18 holes at Granite Pointe Golf Course up here in Nelson, British Columbia. We found the second half of the first nine. Actually, the first nine seemed a little more challenging than the back nine. A little more out in the woods, better views. But anyway, the whole course was awesome. A little soggy because of all the rain they've been having, but really fast greens too. Every green we were on was just really, really quick. We had a really great time though up here in BC. We're definitely going to come back and hit some more courses around here and probably do this one again. You know, get out and golf. Like I always say, it's not that I really love the game of golf or have to do it. I love the places I go and the people I get to golf with.